Please subscribe, like and watch. Thank you.
Welcome back. Problem 7.90. So the statement of problem is that the state of plane stress shown is expected to occur in an aluminum casting, knowing that for aluminum alloy sigma ultimate tensile strength is equal to 80 megapascal and sigma compressive strength is 200 minus 200 megapascal. Clear? And using more criteria determine whether the rupture of casting will occur or not. So first we will write the given data. So from given data it is given that the sigma x is given as compressive, which is minus 32 megapascal. Clear? Similarly, sigma y, which is not available, that is equal to 0, and tau of xy is equal to 75 megapascal. Clear? We have to find that it will rupture or not. Rupture or not, but we will use the Mohr's criteria. It is also given that solve it by using Mohr criteria. Clear? So let's start with the solution. Again, for Mohr criteria we need principal stresses, that is sigma A and sigma B, and sigma A is equal to sigma average plus R. Similarly, sigma B is equal to sigma average minus R. Now, what is sigma average and R? So, we will calculate it. Sigma average is equal to sigma x plus sigma y divided by 2. So, put the value. Sigma x is minus 32. Sigma y is 0. So, divided by 2 will be equal to minus 16 megapascal. Clear? And you know that R is equal to sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2 whole square plus tau of xy whole square. Clear? So you have the values, put it. So R will be equal to sigma x is again minus 32 and sigma y is equal to 0. So it will be 32 divided by 2 is equal to minus 16. So minus 16 whole square plus tau of xy is equal to 75 whole square under the root. Clear? So when you solve this, R will comes out to be 76.69 megapascal. Now you can have both the values sigma average and R. So put here sigma average is equal to minus 16 plus R is 76.69. So it will be equal to 60.69 megapascal. Similarly, sigma B is equal to sigma average minus R. So sigma average is minus 16 minus R is 76.69. So it will be equal to minus 92.69. Again, you can see one is positive, another one is negative. So it will lie in the fourth quadrant. So we will use equation of fourth quadrant of boundary for Mohr criteria. Mohr's criteria. So as per this, the equation will be equal to sigma A over sigma ut minus sigma B over sigma uc is equal to 1. But this is for the if this left side is greater than 1, clear, so definitely it will be rupture. If it is equal to 1 or less than 1, so design will be safe. So we will put the value sigma A is 60.69, sigma ut is given as 80 megapascal, and another is 200 megapascal. So 80 megapascal and sigma B is minus minus 92.6. I have written this is 92.69. 92.69. Clear? So minus 92.69 divided by compressive is 200 megapascal. Clear? That is equal to 1, but when you calculate it, this value comes out to be 1.22, which is greater than 1. So it means that under given loading condition, rupture will occur. Clear? So rupture will be occur. This is the first portion. Clear? Now I will show you the another method by using graphical. So in order to ensure you that whether it will rupture or not. So this is your x-axis. Similarly, I have to draw a y-axis as well. Sorry, y-axis, and we have to draw the x-axis as well. So this is on this you will have to draw sigma b, and on x-axis you have to draw sigma a. Now if you look at this, so sigma ut is given as 80 megapascal. Clear? And sigma uc was given as 200 megapascal. Clear? So first, for more criteria, I have sigma ut, so 80. So let's say each of these consists of each box is equal to 20. So this is 20 megapascal, 20, 40, 60, 80. So this is 80 megapascal. Clear? And similarly, this is 20, 20, 20, 20. So this point is, sorry, this point is 80 megapascal. I will not show, but this point is your ultimate. Similarly, for compression we need 200, so each is 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this will be your point. This is sigma ut. I will join them in order to get the desired envelope. So this is your first point. Again, you have to draw it correctly. And this is your, not this. This is your point. Clear? Here, this was your first point for compression, ultimate tensile strength for compression, and similarly this will be your second point. Now for second and fourth quadrant, we will join this point with this and this point with this. Clear? Now you can see this point shows sigma ut and this point shows sigma uc. Anything inside this envelope will be considered as safe, and any points out of this envelope will be considered as rupture. So we have sigma a and sigma b. Sigma a is 60.69 megapascal. Clear? And sigma b was minus 92.969 megapascal. So let's plot it whether and check it whether it rupture or not. So 60.96. So 20, 40, 60. So 60.96 will approximately somewhere here. Clear? And the second point is minus 92. So sigma b is negative. So we will go downward. So 20, 40, 60, 80 and 90 will be at the mid, and so it will be somewhere like this. Clear? So if I draw two lines, I will choose smaller thickness so that it comes accurately. Clear? So if this is the initial line not this. You can see this is your, not again this. So if I move it over here and make the line perpendicular, clear, and same is for horizontal lines. So it was 20, 60, 20, 40, 60, 80. So it will be a horizontal line. Now this is the point. Let me show you. This is the point, which is equal to sigma A. Sigma A is 60.96. Sigma B is minus 92.69. Clear? 92.69. Now you can see this point is outside the envelope, so we can easily say that rupture will occur. So again, I will conclude that I have solved this problem by two methods. One is by using equation of fourth quadrant of boundary equation for Mohr circle, and the second criteria is to draw the envelope for Mohr criteria and then plot your principal stresses in order to check whether this point lies inside the envelope or outside. If it comes inside the envelope, so your element state of stress will be safe under the loading condition. If the point, just like in this case, the point is outside the envelope, so you can easily say that it will rupture. I hope you have learned from this video. Thank you for watching my videos.